Welcome back to my Voidgloom journey. We're on our way to get to Voidgloom Slayer 9. And I don't really know where I left off last time. But today is just a bit of a progress checkup because I haven't made a video in a while because I don't know. Anyways, the current progress is that I have just killed my first Voidgloom 4 by myself, right? And we're just going to quickly go through the setup and where I'm at. So if you have a look here, I currently have 25,448 kills on my Final Destination armor, and I've got this Atom Split Katana. I changed it from Ultimate Wise to Swarm 5 for extra damage. I've got the Overflux Power Orb, and I've got this Molten gear here. Now, when I started this, I had my Dungeons gear, and I found that I was, it was kind of useless, to be honest, outside of dungeons. The stat boost wasn't the greatest. So I chucked on this stuff here. And because I've kind of got life regen on everything, now except for the Gas Cloak, if you look at the Gas Cloak's ability, restores 1% of your maximum health every second. Basically, I just kind of optimized my gear for healing. So my issue was I could deal enough damage. Look, I deal 1 mil, and then if you count in the ferocity and everything, I deal a lot of damage per hit. And so I was able to deal enough damage to kill Voidgloom 4, but I wasn't able to out heal it. I was taking too much damage. I just kept dying, it kind of sucked. So yeah, basically life regen on everything so I can regen a bit more. And I got Refrigerate 4, so that gives me extra defense. So now I've got extra defense and extra regen. So with those upgrades, I was able to defeat the Voidgloom 4. Also, if you have a look, I've got an Ender Dragon pet. Let's just say I had to liquidate a lot of old gear to get this. But with that, I deal, if you look at its ability, I deal double damage. Yeah, 196% more damage to end mobs, and that includes the Voidgloom 4. Also, yep, Reaper Scythe with tank zombies, and that's pretty much the whole setup. I've got my Power Stone is currently on Itchy, so that's strength and crit damage. And yeah, that's literally, and if you have a look, my Skyblock level, I'm 201 now. I'm gonna run through a Voidgloom 4 just so you guys can see. Okay. Wait, oh, that was a bad start. I started off with really low health. Okay. So yeah, as usual, tank zombies for the hits phase, and then I still take a lot of damage, so I kind of gotta stay far back because this guy rips. Okay, laser phase. So yeah, if you don't know, you just kind of jump over the lasers. Okay, I think the most important thing when I'm doing this boss is just to make sure that my healing is procced. Okay. And then hits phase. I'll go through my magic power in a second, after I do this. Yep. Okay. So soon he's gonna start throwing out beacons. Yep, there we go. Okay, so remember, if you leave the beacons, you'll insta-die. Okay, and then he does the lasers and beacons, so you need to really be careful. Oh. See, my issue is I accidentally clicked the wrong buttons. Oh, I need to check down my power orb again. Okay, hits phase. Yep, there goes the hits phase again. Okay, make sure you look at the heads as well, because especially for Voidgloom 4, he already deals enough damage as it is. Especially if you're in my boat, where oh, sorry, I gotta lock in. Especially if you're in my boat, where you're just barely out healing his damage, make sure you get the heads. There we go. Voidgloom 4 done. And guess what? Aatrox is currently mayor, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you already know what's about to happen, alright? I'm about to grind out these bad boys and get to Voidgloom, whatever. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome time. Enderman Slay 7, if you guys aren't already familiar, I can use the Terminator and all that stuff. The Terminator is the only thing I need. I guess. This other stuff, I guess, like, an accessory, um, and all that. Ender Relic would be useful. I can't afford one. That's why instead of getting an Ender Relic, I got this equipment with extra health regen on it. Also, yeah, finally, before I forget, let's just check my... oh, that's my quiver. Yeah, 533 magic power. With this setup here, this equipment, Atom Split Katana, obviously Wand of Atonement, and all that good stuff. Um, and yeah, Epic Ender Dragon Pet, level 98. And yeah, I'm pretty good off, doing this. It took a while to get here. I've been stuck just grinding Enderman kills, like, for ages, to get to 25,000 kills for that extra defense. Um, if you can't do Enderman Slayer, like, for Voidgloom 4, then I would recommend just upgrading the kills on this. Or obviously you could get an Ender Relic or a Legendary Ender Dragon and all that stuff. Like, there's quite a few different upgrades you could go from here. At the moment, I can complete these guys probably about as quick as I was completing the Sven Slayers. Which, I mean, that was pretty slow because I had, like, the wrong gear. But that means I should be able to smash out this grind pretty quickly. Anyways, that's all for today. If you enjoyed, like, sub, and all that. And stay tuned because I will be, posting the rest of, like, the way to Voidgloom, whatever. Also, I still have that Warden Heart, so... See, I don't know if I can give it away, but I still have it. So, some wise person, let me know. Anyways, catch us later.